Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Santa, are you still in pajamas?
Uh, I'm always in pajamas.
Sure, you look gorgeous today.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much because I have washed my hair. Okay. Situ, is it still cool?
No, it is just my habit wearing coat.
Oh, okay. Yes. So who do we need to wait for?
Alvin.
Only Alvin? Shanley as well, right?
Shanley is here. Oh no. Oh there.
Hmm? Why I don't see him? Oh yes, here I see it. Shanley, are you there?
Yes, Chair. I was setting up my camera.
Ah, okay, yes. I think that you are wearing the lipstick. We have to wait for you. Ah, okay, with a white shirt. Okay. By the way, do you see the file I sent?
The video teacher.
Okay. Have you watched it?
No.
Yeah. Okay, so while we are waiting for Elvin, and yes, while we are waiting for Elvin, let's watch the movie. Okay, like a short video clip, and let's discuss about what is this about and what kind of strengths have you got. Oh, by the way, how about Ibo?
I haven't seen her for
Also,
weeks
Ipo was
now.
removed in student group. I think she
Yeah.
left.
I think she
Not
does
Um,
sure.
withdraw the
uh,
contract.
sorry?
Or I think she left from this group.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, because I saw that her name was moved. Her name was left.
Yes.
Okay, let's work till we catch the goal, right? Let's work together. Let's walk together. Let's work and let's walk together. You need to be careful your pronunciation. Let's work. Let's walk. Okay, Sidhu? Okay, so now let's watch.
Is it something like a National Geographic or something like that?
Why?
Because there are animals. Probably like National Geographic or maybe like an Animal Planet stuff.
Oh, no. It's to love the wilds.
Ah, okay.
Hello, Elvin, are you there?
Yes, teacher, wait.
Yes, we are waiting for you. And then your friends are watching the short video clip.
Oh, wait, what? What video
Your
clip?
friends are watching the video clip on Viber's group. Are you done?
Yeah, I think this is a bit lame.
Why?
I thought bears could swim. They could even catch the fishes in the
Hey,
river.
spoilers. I have not finished watching. Okay.
Spoilers.
Okay.
So you have to think like a personal. This is like a metaphor, right?
This is my first time baby bear being chased by something. See,
And I thought like the is that a puma? I think that's a puma, right? So I thought they live in like a different habitats. Bears live like far off in the forest. But how? I don't understand.
This is movies. Oh my god.
You have to catch up. Only just you have to catch up the message. What's the message?
Is there something with the mama bear?
Mama bear. Why do you say it's a mama bear?
Because it's a mama bear. A mother bear, mommy bear, yeah.
So what's the message that video clip wants to give you?
Try to escape even though you have no chance.
Okay.
Or something like parents will protect you at all costs.
Yes. Okay, right. Then Nura, how about your idea?
I think it's something about like showing mother's love. So yeah, I have a similar view with that.
Elvin, are you there?
The thing is, when you were talking, I'm still watching. So yes, I'm here.
Okay, so actually the message, okay, the message is depending on you, what you want to accept is the message you will get. But the main themes for the video clip is, moms maybe I don't mean, okay, you would have you have seen some of the exception, right? So there may be exception, right? Maybe generally, okay, generally, and moms usually protect their kids, right? And also before he gets to his mom, and then he tried, and he tried to escape from it, right? If he doesn't run away from the wild, and he cannot get to his mom, right? So like me and no discuss, and then whatever we face, we have to try to escape from the difficult times. Okay, it means that never give up. Okay, don't give up the time you are facing, right? Yes. And then for the kid, right, the little bear, and he runs back to his mom, right? Okay, he tried to escape from the wilds, and his goal was to arrive to his mom, right? So you should think about yourself, what's your goal, and then you shouldn't give up. Okay. Yes. And you have to accept U-turn. Do you know the meaning of U-turn? Okay. Yep. So, what homework did I give you, by the way?
A reading assignment.
The presentation thing.
Yes, and the presentation thing. That you had to present like a teacher.
Ah, yes. green book. Okay. Can you tell me which page number?
Sure, people are like different groups have different pages.
Oh, really?
Oh, the summaries, teacher, the summaries.
Yes, summary. Summary. Okay. So did I divide the groups into 4? Let me make sure your name first. '94 to '98. No. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't have notebooks for your group members. Can you make sure for me? Okay, can you tell me who's are in each group?
Elvin, Josie, the group 1, and me. Yeah,
Yes.
we're group 1.
No, not group 1. We are the last, right? Yeah.
But you guys are group 1.
Oh, we're group 1, man.
The name is group 1.
Oh, okay. I forgot it.
But wait, William, me, and Josie do stand in my house, no, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Just 3 of us.
Oh, just real, okay.
Okay, so how about the next group?
Me, Neji, and HM was in group 2.
Yes. So about group 3.
Me and Nan. I think we are group 1.
We are group 1.
Okay, so the group number is not much important, right? But we have to go by the numbers, page numbers, right? Yeah, Nura and Juan.
Yes.
So only just you two?
Yes.
You two are in one group? Yes. But I think Shanley, Yano, and Yamo. Okay, you are in one group. Yes. So, can you tell me the page number? Nura, can you tell me the pages you have to read?
164 to 168.
164 to 168. Yes. Elvin.
For 168, structural summaries to 170.
170. Yes. And Danda?
151 to 157.
157. Yeah, no.
But 157 is just up to the examples, not the. Because you said we don't have to say about the example answers and stuff.
Yes. Okay. How about Yano?
158 to 163.
Okay, so we have to start from 151 to 157. Okay, so let's start. You have to discuss like a teacher, right? Okay, everyone, today we are discussing about blah, blah, blah. And then you have to highlight this one, that one, why it is happening like that, okay? Okay, try to use gesture and then eye contacts. Okay.
So HM will start.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. Our group has done now on digital by and me. Therefore, that all summary. Now, our group will present about the stages of how to write standard summary. So, for stage 1, when you are asked to write summary in the exam, firstly, read the question and underline the keywords. As you are reading the question and take time to analyze it carefully before you begin to read the given passage. Let me read the example question. Read the following article, hitting the right button about point and computer. Then write a summary of the article explaining how computer can help point. Your summary should be one paragraph or no more than 100 words. You should use your own words as much as you can. So this question does not ask you to write a summary of the whole passage, but to summarize certain points only. So look through the key point carefully. If the key point is computer, so the sentence lines the passage may refer to to the other thing which have one. And like this kind of sentence should not be included in the summary. So since this question asks you only about computer, and also you should avoid telling how computer has a bad influence on brains, because you are asked to describe about how computer have done. Lastly, the question said nothing about game or how computer have game. So only about the point should be included. Now I will continue presentation.
So hello, good afternoon, everyone. So I'm gonna explain through the stage 2 and stage 3. It might take a while, so please bear with us till the end. Thank you. So let's begin with the stage 2. If you're in the stage 2, you have to begin your text by skim reading the passage paragraph by paragraph. What is skim reading? Skim reading is you should be able to look at the passage and decide what is it about, or is it relevant to the topic that you're given. And for this paragraph, the topic that you're given is how computers can help you. So for the skim reading, to help you to continue to the other stages while you're doing your stage 2, please don't forget to underline the important or the phrases that is related to the topic, and also don't forget to mark a symbol beside the text that you have underlined. So let's start the paragraph. It has been found that in some countries, achievement in some subjects at school is not always as good for boys as it is for girls. It is possible that using computers may be a way to solve this problem. So if you quickly look at this paragraph, you'll notice some generalizations, words such as some countries, some subjects, and also this problem. So these words tells nothing that is related to the topic sentence, which is how computers can help boys. So instead of wasting your time reading this paragraph thoroughly, you can just skip it and continue to the next paragraph. So the next one is about many boys seem to have a natural liking for computers, but it can often be hard to leave the screen and concentrate on a work that teacher wants them to do. So in this paragraph, you'll see some words such as words and computers. It is in the topic, but this paragraph explains nothing about how computers helping the boys, and this is also just an extension of the introduction. So you can just skip it and continue to the paragraph 3. So paragraph 3 is that as computers are becoming more and more important in the world of education today, it is natural to assume that computers can help greatly with boys who do not do well at school and need to raise their general education standards. There is growing research that shows ICT, information communication technology, is very motivating for boys in particular. Many boys appear to be more confident than girls in using it, and they tend to use computers more frequently, especially at home. So if you skim read this paragraph, you see some keywords such as computers can help greatly with boys. So by reading that phrase, you would notice that it is definitely related to the topic, which is how computers can help boys. So it should be underlined, and at the same time, you should mark the phrase with some like an H for help, an H that shows for help, so that you could easily trace back the points that you have marked. And if you continue reading the paragraph, looking for any more relevant points, you'll see some words such as like very motivating for boys and stuff. So the word motivating. So if you okay, I'm sorry for the inconvenience. It was just background noises. So okay, so if you don't understand what's motivating me, but you can just catch the point that it means definitely that it definitely means that it is something positive for boys. So it is related to the topic that you're given. So you should underline that. And also the motivating, it is the result of ICT. So it is a result of ICT, which is related to how computers can help boys. And motivating is a positive ideas, and that is related to the computer. So it is definitely a phrase to underline it and mark it with the text. So if you like continue reading the paragraphs, scanning for more relevant points, you'll see one more, which is the word confident. So confident, that is clearly refers to a boy, and confident is, of course, it is a positive way. So you might wonder that what are boys confident about? And if you carefully read the sentence again, you'll see boys are confident in using it. What does it refers to? It is refer back to the sentence, which is ICT, information communication technology. So it is related to the computers, and it is also a positive ideas for the boys. So it is related to the topic, and you should underline it and mark it with the text beside it. Move on to the next paragraph, because there are no more relevant points in this paragraph. For the next paragraph, researchers at university now think that it could be a really good way of re-engaging underachieving boys in the learning process, and teachers have indicated that it does work. They have found that although lots of boys do not seem to like writing in the classroom when they use a computer, they are more willing to compose longer pieces of writing and uses different styles. The issue of intelligible handwriting is no longer a problem either, as the neatness and presentation standards raise when boys use a computer to print out their works. So in this paragraph, just by looking at it, you'll see some positive and negative ideas. So you'll notice some phrases such as underachieving boys, boys do not seem to like writing, etc., which is like a negative ideas about boys. But and that is nothing related to helping boys. But if you carefully read it again, there's some contrasting, which is like a positive ideas and connected to the computers, and is introduced by Ogle. So the negative ideas that I mentioned earlier was canceled by the positive ideas, such as like they are more willing to write longer pieces and stuff. So the problem is no longer a problem, because the negative idea and the positive ideas are equal. So you could underline the phrases like underachieving boys and some etc. etc. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, you can underline the problems, because they tend out to be positive more than negative ideas. And for every paragraph, don't forget to underline the related points, and don't forget to mark it with the point beside the text. So moving on to the next paragraph, Many boys welcome the hands-on approach of computers. However, researchers and teachers need to be careful that boys don't just cut and paste things that they have found on the internet but haven't read and hand it in as a completed assignment. Some boys overestimate how good they are and think that they could do anything without any effort. They need to develop proper research skills and make their written word more structured. Indeed, everyone needs to understand how to use computers to get the best results. They should always be clear about the aims and outcomes of the classroom works they are being asked to do. If they don't see the point, then they're less inclined to make an effort. So if you skim read the paragraph, you'll see some like words such as boys and computers, but the first sentence it seems to be a positive sentence because they describe something like boys like computers. But if you continue reading, there is some however, which is a contrast to the previous sentence. So in other words, that is a negative ideas. And if you just by looking at the text, you'll without reading thoroughly, you'll see many don'ts and haven'ts, which is a negative words. So skim reading the paragraph will lead you to more of the negative ideas. So none of the ideas in this paragraph is related to the topic. So you could just skip this paragraph. So just so you know, relevant points can come in groups in a single paragraph, or they may not come in a paragraph at all. So you can so don't be eager to find relevant points in every single paragraph. This is just a warning. And so we'll move on to the another one. So some boys take shortcuts or look at internet sites they haven't been asked to look at. They may not plan or think carefully about their works, or they may try to finish their work quickly. This tendency is not going to be completely cured by using computers. One way to get boys concentrate properly on the work they have been asked to do may be to encourage them to use their computers at home. However, they also need to be set tasks that are interesting and relevant to them. So the beginning of the sentence is a negative idea. So but as you skim read the paragraph, you'll see some words such as concentrate properly and courage. So which is the positive? As the last two paragraphs, the positive ideas cancel out the negative ideas. So these are relevant points. So you can underline it and mark it with the text. So for every single paragraph, don't forget to underline the relevant points and mark it, because that will be useful for next stages that you're going to do. And moving on to the last paragraph, which is, as in all things, the interaction between the student, the teacher, and the computer is crucial. So clearly, this is just a short final sentence which have nothing relevant to the topic. So you can just skip it and relax. And we'll move on to the stage 3. So for the stage 3, it's for the stage. Wait, let me just. For the stage 3, it is that you have to explain the text and the phrases that you have highlighted in the stage 2 in your own words. So in order to show what you understand, don't try to translate every single word into another word and change it with another words, because this sounds so fake and this sounds so not you. So to be yourself, just try to write down the phrases as how you understand. It's not important to impress the teachers by using such very complicated vocabularies and stuff. It is just summary is just that you show how you understand to the teachers. So just don't try to replace the words with any other words. And so for this, as I say in stage 2, the underlined words which are very, very important for the next stages, we're using them in this stage. So we're going back to one by one points, one by one each, and we'll try to write it as how we understand it. So let me give you some examples. Like ICT is very motivating for boys. Oh, well, this is just a short sentence, but when you do a summary, you can't just copy it. So you have to write with your own ideas. So for example, they write it into boys are more interested in things which involve using computer. So in here, there is no like complicated words and stuff. So yeah, just try to write as how you understand. For the another example, there is unintelligible handwriting is no longer a problem. So you might see a word that you don't understand. So you would just ignore that word for a while and continue to read the rest of the sentence. So handwriting is no longer a problem. So is there a word that you don't understand? No, because they are just simple words. So a problem, which is the negative idea, and which is a problem, you might wonder, and you would just go back to the handwriting. So handwriting is a problem. So unintelligible. If you think that handwriting is a problem, what can cause handwriting a problem? It's that a bad handwriting, right? So you guys understand, right? Okay. So don't be scared or flustered by a word that you don't understand. Just try to ignore that word and continue to read the rest of the sentence and try to understand it. So, and now you know unintelligible means the bad handwriting. So you could rewrite the sentence as they do not need to worry about bad handwriting. So this is an easy, simple sentence. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah. So we're moving on to the stage 4, which will be presented by AJMO again. Thank you.
Okay. You should sympathize to the teacher right now, okay? Oh my god.
You know, I really like your presentation. Like, there's so much information. I have not prepared that much at all, so I'm very scared. How we are not.
Yeah, well, you still need to listen. Like there are like
very
1,
smart,
2,
bro,
3, 4 more stages. So yeah, please bear with us.
No, it's like 2% of what you just said. I've thought of the. You know, I would think your presentation would have been perfect if you didn't say the easy peasy lemon squeezy at the end. I don't like that. I do not like that at all. It's very cheesy.
It makes it fun. It makes it fun.
I'm not a 4-year-old.
So let's continue.
Yes.
Yeah, I love.
We haven't finished. They haven't finished yet.
Yeah, they haven't finished yet.
There's like
I didn't realize
6 stages.
God. Okay, continue.
Who's left?
AJMO, I think.
Oh yes.
Continue stage 4. After explaining the price, you will fall. So the next step is to group any price that are similar, and then number the price according to how important routine they are. So with number 1 for the most important. So I think digital bio will continue presentation.
Moving on. For stage 5, after you have grouped the points, it is time to read the question to know how many words you are asked to write in your summary. Mostly in an extended paper, candidates are asked to write no more than 100 words, and it is always important to count the number of words you write carefully. So it will be better if you highlight that sentence. And as the examiner will count up to the number of words asked for in the question and then cross to the rest. So you will not lose marks for writing more words than required. However, you will lose marks if you include any points in the extra words, as they will not be read like your own ideas. For example, if the passage has 8 points in total, and you have found all of them. So is 8 points in 10 lines is comfortable, but if you have found like more than 8 points, like 10 points, you will need to combine ideas or perhaps select some less important points to drop at this stage to avoid writing more words than asked for. But unfortunately, if you have found only like a few points, 3 or 4 points, you will need to use generalizations and joining points to reach the required number of words. So it would be better if you highlight generalizations and joining points, and make sure you do not include your own ideas or other irrelevant material in an attempt to make more words. For a marking scheme, you will be given one mark for each point and a maximum of 4 points for your writing style. So after all the previous 5 stages, now you're ready to write your standard summary. Your summary should not contain any kind of introduction, any speech, any direct speech, which is like dialogues and repetition of words or ideas, exact figures, numbers like dates and time, and your own ideas, which is not clearly stated in the passage. And consider the different ways you could express your points and link them to the next point. So let me tell you some examples, like a short paragraph. The majority of boys tend to be interested in something if involves using computers because they often choose to spend their free time on computers and they are not afraid to use computing technology. Computers give boys confidence because they do not need to worry about their handwriting. This means they are happy to write more and makes them keen to use a variety of styles to make their work look good. Giving boys work to do on the computer at home may improve their concentration. So remember one thing, that there are many other ways to write summary. So the one I just said were the examples to help you understand like better. So these are all about how to write standard summaries and what to include in the summary. So thank you all for your attention.
Thank you all for listening till the end. Thank you.
Okay, so I would like to ask the rest of others, did you underline or did you do some notes while your friends were discussing? Okay, great job. That's
it. Underline everything she said. It's impossible. But
yeah, great job. Okay, that's the one I want to suggest it, right? Because while you're listening and then you just underline it and then you can do 2 works at the same time, right? Okay, so now 158 to 163.
Our group. So hey guys, and we will present to from 158 to 163. So it's about the relationship summaries. In relationship summary, you are asked to trace the development of the relationship often between a person and an animal. So, for example, any relationship you have with a friend or your mother or your father, or or your sister involves give and take a sacrifice. So, in these summaries, you should look for the way the person's life changes and which sacrifice the person makes for the sake of an animal. Whenever a change takes place, you will need to include sentence structures such as the example below. I think I don't need to read it out. Okay, so let me skip it. So there are 4 stages. Stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3, stage 4. So I will present stage 1 and I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Shanley.
Shelly will talk about the stage 2 and Yon will present stage 3 and stage 4. So let me start. So on stage 1, it's the key point is the development of the relationship between Rocky and Michael, and the paragraph can be more than 100 words. So the helpless baby whale is called Rocky, and the owner of the rescue center is called Michael. It's about the two of their relationships. When Rocky first arrived, Rocky followed him everywhere. For the 2 weeks, she dozed endlessly on a bed of the tower. But as time goes on, our relationship, their relationship grows more and more. So, which means Michael really loves Rocky, and Rocky was present to me 7 years ago. To him 7 years ago in our times. She's still a youngster and also the oldest, while on record lived in a rib of age of 68. And so yeah, the one I said is only the key points, and it's very short, and it's only on the state. It's about the state 1 key point. So yeah, my part is done, and Shelly will talk about the state 2. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so stage 2 is nothing really special. They show that you need to skim read the paragraph and collecting the information that that is important. So you can skim reading by reading the passage, looking for the point which show the development of the relationship. Yeah, so in the stage 2, there's nothing. There's not a lot to talk about. They start to skim read the important stuff and collect the informations and yeah, that's all in stage 2. And I think Joey, wait, what's that name? Sorry. Joey, right?
Yeah, Shelly, your stage 2 is too short.
Yeah, but like it's too long.
How about, should I help you?
Yeah, you have to say that, okay, which paragraph has main relevant points, and then which one you have to write.
He said it's too long. He said
Yeah,
it's too
okay.
long.
Yeah,
I have
it's
to
like
explain 2 pages.
Yeah, it's like 2 pages to like.
Have mercy.
Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. Actually, you will talk about stage 2. I said it wrong. I'm sorry. Yeah, you.
Shelly is going to cry. Okay.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
like it's like
I'm
also
sorry.
like
Shelly
he
will
says that
take the stage 3 and stage 4 where
so maybe
I said.
we talk about it like so like
You guys changing plans on the spot.
No, you can stop, Shelly. You will present.
No. I will tell you like so what happened was like we talk about it which stage we are going to take, right? So they said like for me I have to take 3 and 4. So I was only preparing for 3
I'm
and
sorry.
4.
I just
And then
said.
suddenly like she said like I have to take stage 2, and I was like, oh wait, how am I supposed to talk about it?
No, my bad.
Okay, so at the time you can tell against to go.
Yeah. Why don't you?
You have to explain.
This
Okay.
is a script error.
I'm sorry. My bad.
No. I think Miano is worried that the rest of friends are going to recite in the Chinese poem, right? That's why, and then they want to make fun to their friends. And then Shelly also, okay, he started to recite the Chinese poem, and then Shelly, when he got a shock, he has to explain stage 2, and then his eyes wider.
I mean, like, if I was like, already know I have to talk about stage 2, I would start like preparing for it. But now I'm only prepared for like stage 3 and 4, and suddenly she said out to stage 2.
Okay, yo, this is your turn.
Hi, so I'm going to talk about the stage 2s from page 159. So it's on the first paragraph. Can you guys like highlight the helpless babies and
small carve-out from that paragraph, from the first paragraph.
Yeah, this is great. So if you ask like that, your friends are not sleepy, right?
Sorry for the background noise. So the helpless is describe the points at the beginning of the relationships, and it is arrived from the small cardboard box. Or these two factors may change the relationship. So you guys should analyze these two words. And from the second paragraph, these are like it is like a descriptive paragraph about the eagles, and there is no relevant voice in that paragraph. So second paragraph should be crossed out. So we will skip that. And only third paragraph, it also don't have any relevant voice. So you should cross out again. And so start from the fourth paragraph. Can you guys underline abandoned words? And 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth line, avoid this situation because once and all become used to be humans and it is then too tame to release. Can you guys also analyze that? Yeah, so abandon again is describe the connections of the owls at the beginning of the relationship, and with a no alternative that tell us that Michael doesn't really want the owl in that paragraph. So it you should really underline that. And the fifth paragraph, can you guys underline that I persuaded the chick to eat during the days and sleep at night? Yeah, and this paragraph talk about the owl's natural routines being changed and how much Michael is willing to do for the owl. And you should be really careful when you write the summary is that you should not write the examples in the summaries. That is the point that you should be careful in it, writing that. So now is the fifth paragraph. The fifth paragraph is also write about the general informations which are not relevant to the relationship. Also, especially as the name was chosen for no special reason. So we should skip the paragraph. And now it is a sixth paragraph, and can you guys underline the second line of that? She grew bigger and stronger, and she began to explore. Yep. That is a comparison between the first 2 weeks, and but as she grew bigger and stronger, she wanted to begin to explore. So you should notice that the description of her physical beauty is not relevant to development the relationship. And in the seventh paragraph, can you guys underline that Rocky, as seasoned traveler, complained me hundreds of cars journey up and down highways to the car to like on the back seat of my car. Can you guys analyze that? Yeah. Because it describes our mental affection, I would prefer to the rookie have grown up naturally in the wild where she could have soared freely in the blue, white blue yonder. Most of this paragraph is about like the relationship growth and intercities. Yeah. So only 8 paragraph. Can you guys underline that? From the bed to like white blue yonder that I said earlier. Yeah, that paragraph contains the right reference to growth of the relationship, and they also refers to the future hopes. So the phrases referring to the quantity of the relationship, and
And they also show that how regret that Michael feels because of Rocky never be the free. It shows so many like feelings in that paragraph. On the last paragraph. On the last paragraph, can you guys underline like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the 7 line of like every morning before anyone is up, we call each other using the long mournful call of the eagle owls. Can you guys underline that?
And then how about mutual trust?
Isn't it only the unique word?
Yes. And then for the last sentence, for the last paragraph, right?
Yeah.
Unique and then mutual. Yes, mutual trust is also related to their relationship. Yes.
So in this final paragraph, we should find more quantity of the relationships such as unique and mutual trust. And they also call each other in the morning before anyone is up. So it showed like the quantity of also the relationship that change life and Michael summarized their relationship. So it is all for the for the stage 2, and Charlie's will continue for stage 3 and 4.
Hello, and I'll continue the stage 3. So on if you're writing a relational summary on in an exam, so you need to find a blank page on the exam question paper or underneath the summary text if there's space. So go back to the point that you have like underline or like skim read and that you have collect and rewrite that point in your own word, like changing everything. And here is the point which you should have underlined. So like so in the Rocky the Owl passage, they have that you have underlined so you after all the elimination of the passage, you have left with only a little bit of lines. The helpless baby owl was delivered in a small cardboard box. That's in paragraph 1. Abandoned by her mother. Once an owl becomes used to humans, it is then too tame to release. With no alternative, I have to hand rear the chicks and began our unique relationship that's in paragraph 4. And pursuit. I pursued the chicks to eat during the day and sleep at night. Even every 2 hours, I have to cut up food and feed the owls. Then silver of meat, thin silver of meat, small enough to swallow whole. Within 6 days, I have been completely accepted as mother in paragraph 5. Inside her cardboard box, Rocky went everywhere with me. For the first 2 weeks, she dozed endlessly on a bed of towers, but as she grew bigger and stronger, she began to explore. Whenever she was hungry, which was the most of the time, she would call me with frantic ostematic sounding ways that couldn't be ignored. That's in paragraph 7. Now a seasoned traveler perched on her own log on the back seat of my car. Paragraph that's in paragraph 8. As time goes on, our relationship grew and intensive. Hopefully, she will be with me for many years to come. To start our measure affection, I would have preferred Rocky to have grown up naturally in the wild, where she could have soared freely. Paragraph that's in paragraph 8. She's unique metro trust every morning before anyone else gets up. We call each other the companionship has enrich my life. That's in paragraph 10. So like relationship summary, the main feature is helping change the so for its relationship summary, most of the paragraph or the passage come in like a story describing even in the same order that happened. So and to remember is like if you're writing a summary, there's no right answer. They will be different depending on depending on your option, expressing words by own ideas. Yeah, and stage 4. If you like, if you have collect all the points and the point that if the point are too long, and the word, if the paragraph said you only need 100 and the point was too long that it passed 100, then you can trim off the words by making it a lot shorter. And here, was all it was all alone in the war, and Michael the key he himself to preparing her food and feeding her. So the point here the point have like 57 word. So you after trimming the word, the word should be shorter. And yeah, and that's all. And also summary still not need introduction.
Even teacher wrote it forget to clap.
Sorry, Jay, I'm like, if I was like talking normally, I'm like, I'm very confident in my talking, But if I have to like, do like this presentation, I'm very
your voice is kind of, I don't know. I can hear very well too.
Yeah, I think you're a little bit far from the mic or something.
Oh, okay. So
closer to the microphone.
So
the microphone.
So if I was like talking to the teacher or a friend, I'm like I'm not nervous at all. But if I have to do like some type of presentation, then I'll be like really scared and like do a lot of mistakes.
You make a mistake and
Yeah, and also like my point of traveling around, like once if I was like now I'm presenting about egg, then I want to like food. It's like that. So the point is changing quickly, and you're like really nervous about everything.
Okay, just face the nervous and try to overcome it. You will be okay.
Yes. I'm sorry again. I made a mistake. Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Kelly and you.
Yeah.
You guys make mistakes, it's alright because you guys talk a lot. And you guys
it's okay, no problem. But especially the stage 2. Stage 2 is the most important part. But and then your group could present it well, and the main important thing is what is a relationship summary, right? So you can pick up, what is the difference of relationship summary. Yeah, that's it. Okay, no problem.
I don't have good hopes because of how much they have to. The thing is, the pages you give to them have a lot of big paragraphs, right? My ones are just exercises, so there's no
exercises. Also, it has many passages if you do.
No, I mean yeah, the passages, but like
they are not
passages like the sentence that they have explained in the page by themselves, right? This one we have to find ourselves and we have to. So yeah, let's see how it goes. I don't think it will be long. My one's not gonna be long at all, not near as long. So yeah.
Actually, actually, Elvin, your groups, your groups, I think. What should I say? Your group's presentation would be longer than others because there is no explanation in the task book, right? So you have to say that which one have to
estimate us, teacher.
That's Elvin part. That's not a problem.
Okay, So now let's start from 164 to 168.
I will admit I have an idea, but it's a terrible idea that I'm sure that no one will agree with, but I'll do it anyway.
Yeah. Okay, 164 to 168.
Okay, so hello everyone, and I'm Nora. Today I'm going to explain about another type of summary, which is called history summaries. In history summary, we will be asked to outline the history of something, for example, a sport or a hobby, and we should look for events that resulted in change and how the first attempt to do which something was different from what came later. And in this type of summaries, you should look for like dates because dates often appear in the summaries and they are not always relevant. And we should look for events and ask ourselves if the sport or hobby which have changed without the events. If we don't do that, the event itself is not relevant even if it is connected to the date. In page 164, you will see the work example of a history summary. So for the stage one, you have to read the question and underline the keywords. In the question, the key point is the history of Greyhound racing. Okay, so I think I don't need to read the whole paragraph. So let me go to the stage two. So for stage two, we have to skim read the paragraph by paragraph and underline relevant points. So for the first paragraph, there is no relevant point to the question. So we have to continue skim reading. For the second paragraph, even though there is a word history, we should not like be confused by that word because we have to look what does it refer to. And if it is not still relevant to the question, we have to continue skim reading. In the third paragraph, it is not about dog raising, it's still about the history of the dog. So we have to move on reading. In the fourth paragraph and fifth paragraph, you will see the phrase 19th century. So we have to think about what event is this referring to. It's probably relevant to the question, so we have to underline it. And the next date we see is 11 September 1876. It is a review article in the time. It refers to introduce racing. So in other words, it's the date of the article and not the date of the race. So we just have to underline the year only. And we have to remember that we should look for ways in which the first attempt was different from what came later. And as you read through, you do not know the answer to the question. So you should look for the significant characteristic at each stage. So what were the significant characteristics of the first attempt? It took place in a field at Hendon to the north of London. So this is relevant, so we have to underline it. In another sentence, the race was over a straight course of 400 yards. It is also important, so underline the point. But in the history of the sport, the shape or the line of the course will change. We have to underline that. So in the sixth paragraph, it means that the drawback was the straight course proved no test of a greyhound skill. So what needed to be done to change that? So we have to continue reading paragraph 7. But if you jump to this, you will be missing not one, but 2 points. So we have to continue skim reading. And if you read the 8th paragraph and 9th paragraph, you will see the phrase at the turn of the century. So what does it mean? If you don't know, you can rewrite it on your own words and you will know what does it mean. And that is connected to the point mentioned about a quarter of a century. A live fate observation from anti-Black's word groups. This is important point, and you have to note that none of the last few points it's connected to the date. Stuff rabbit attached to a motorbike. This is an example of a mechanical lure, so it is not be included. So we have to continue reading the paragraph 10 and paragraph 11. In this paragraph, we can see we came to the date 1991. So what does it refer to? So a continuation of the mechanical lure theme. This time is not. It is a motorized trolley. This is just another example. So even though it is connected to a date, it is not relevant and not needed to be included. The next date in the package is paragraph is 1925. But if you jump to this, you will miss a very important point. So now the anti-Black sports group are happy. So why is Greyhound racing still not popular? It's because of ban on gambling. As you can see, a couple of years, sport was booming. It is an important point, even if it is not attached to a specific date. So now let's look at the significance of 1925. A point, a deal was struck allowed back to. It is an important point, so you have to underline it again. So now carry on and skim reading the 12th paragraph. So there is another date, July 24th, 1926. You have to remember that the day and the month are not really important. They are too exact for a summary. Only the year is important, so remember to underline the year. And now, like, skim read the next paragraph. What is it about? It is about how the races are organized, and it is not relevant, so we have to read on the next paragraph. And in the next paragraph, there are more details about the race, that there are no relevant point. So read them again. Today, there are 36 tracks and over 17,000 races ran a year, and they are watched by over 3.8 million spectators. So this contains statistics about racing today. So this is part of history, and you have to underline the points and reach the last paragraph. So in the last paragraph, there is nothing relevant to the history. So like going through this summary shows clearly that if you start for dates alone, you will miss many important points. So don't only start for like dates and years, so you will miss points. And so for stage 3 to 6, you have to return to the points you have underlined, and you have to write down in your own words. Yes, this is the end of my presentation.
Wow, it's really great. And in your group, only you?
So the last group is us.
Wait, is it only you?
No, there is Na and Yong, but she's lagging, so.
Oh, I see that.
Oh, so you did. Wait, what was her name?
She did excellent, right? That's we call the plan B, okay?
No, that's not plan B at all. I have no plan B.
Hey, whatever you do, you should have plan A, B, C, okay?
I don't think my plan is good, but like basically she explained the things that her friend is supposed to explain, right? Wow. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So there is.
So now 1682170.
Yeah, my ones are gonna be very underwhelming. Okay, continue.
So teacher, I made a slide. Can I have a permission to share my screen? Okay. We are group 3, and in our group, in our group, Edwin and William and me. Okay. For the next 10 minutes, we are your teachers, and we are your teachers. And today
not the 10 minutes day, more than 10 minutes, all right?
Okay.
Until we finish.
Okay, we are going to explain how to write a structure summary. So let's go to the slide. So can you guys see that? Hello, can you see that?
Yeah, we can see. I can see at least.
You didn't tell us, bro.
Okay, they can see. Continue.
So today we are talking about how to write a structure summary. So as the other mentioned earlier, there are 4 types of summaries. And a structure summary is the last types. And it can be also called functions or structural summaries. And here is a questions. What is the structural summary? And what can we ask to write? Do you have any ideas? So the book says the structural summary is a summary that has to be written using certain functions or structures of language. And you may be asked to give advice or to explain the main arguments for and against something, and to explain the benefits or pros and cons of something. Okay, as usual, approach the summary in normal way. Underline keywords in the questions. Can read the passage, underline the points, and then go to the points and write them in your own language. and group together similar points. In here, why we should group together similar points? Because we have a limited time and we have a limited works. So, and then check the numbers of points against numbers of works we are explored, and then write the summary. Okay. Okay, in this kind of summaries, structural summaries, make a separate lists of the structural sentences as well, so that you don't forget to include them. And then in the other in the summaries, you are asked to explain the main arguments for and against your links made, like this. One of the main arguments in favor of is that it can be argued that, and or on the other hand, one of the arguments against is that. And once all the functions, once all the listed extent, just fit the points inside the structural phrases. Okay. And then work example of a structural summary. And then Mr. Irving and Mr. William will continue explaining about you then.
Okay. So okay. Okay.
You're the best, bro.
Okay. Was that Mr. Bean? I think that was Mr. Bean, right? Okay. So wait, you're gonna show you're gonna show this PowerPoint as well?
Yes.
Well, actually, okay, whatever. I have different intentions. I think the thing is, what I was about to do is not only explain, but okay, I will continue. All right. So, work example of the structure summary. Stage 1. Read the question carefully and underline the keywords. I don't think I need to explain anything about this. So let's just continue. Read the following article about mountain biking. Then write a paragraph giving advice on ways of making sure that mountain biking is safe and environmentally responsible. Write about 100 words and use your own words as much as possible. So in this one, first thing first, it's the question said that we need to give advice only. So we don't need to talk about disadvantages at all. That's one we need to underline. And of course, the main point is about making sure that mountain biking is safe and environmentally responsible. So that's the one we need to underline as well. That's stage 1, straightforward. And the paragraph they just give us is down there. Now, make sure what I just said, you need to underline again because this is an exercise as well. Exercise 7 said that skim read the passage. The second part of stage 2 is to skim read the passage and underline the relevant points. I think all of you know by this point because of different explanation from other people, and making them at the size of text with suitable coding. Now, suitable coding isn't necessarily anything important. It's basically making sure that you got all your points correctly. So if you get 1 point, you name it 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D, just to make sure you don't lose track of it, basically. And basically, this is the exercise. So we had to underline ourselves. But, since all of you are probably bored right now, I'm bored as hell. So instead of just telling you what I underline, like a normal person, I am the teacher. Like I said, I'm going to ask you guys which you need to underline. I'll read out each paragraph. All right? Are you with me? I will read out each paragraph clearly, and then you have to see which points you have to underline. Do you understand? Anyone understand? No, Josie, do. I'm not asking you. Anyone else?
Okay, Professor. Anyone else?
No, we are the teacher. We have the authority. Yes.
And we have the authority, but we have to, we have to be, a bit, how can I say, flexible. So we don't want to do this, do that. And, we have to agree as well, like a normal teacher. No one's agreeing. I think they're very nervous. Okay, whatever. All right. Remember, what we have to underline is to give a paragraph. We have to write a paragraph giving advice or ways of making sure that mountain biking is safe and environmentally responsible, nothing else. So keep that in mind. Okay, so I'll read the first paragraph right now. Listen carefully and read carefully as well. Out in the real world, mountain biking is the fastest growing sport in Britain. The saddle of a bike is a far better vantage point from which to explore the countryside than a car, and you see much more than you would walking. On top of this, it's great exercise. A day off-road cycling will have everyone sound asleep at night as soon as their heads hit the pillow. But perhaps the best bit of all is that after every lung-bursting climb comes the thrill of bouncing downhill. So, Josie, do I request you to like stop screen sharing for a moment because I want to see everyone's faces clearly. Okay, so do you hear what I say? Have you read the whole paragraph clearly? Do I need to give you time? No. Okay. So are there any points in this paragraph that we have to underline? Okay, I will ask someone random. Yuemo, hello?
Why
Hello?
me?
Okay,
Why?
okay. Hi. Hello, hi, wait.
Why is me?
Okay, don't see me, right? See me as like I will close my camera. So, okay, no, that's not bad. Okay, so basically, look at me as a teacher, not as your friend. So in the first paragraph, I just spoke or speak. I forget it. Forget the grammar. All right. Are there any sentences or points that you have to underline?
Yes, sir.
No, William, I'm not asking you, you dumbass. Just kidding. I'm a bit rude there, but no, you're part of a group, all right? Oh, okay, wait. UMO, I'm asking a simple question. It's a yes/no question. Are there any points in the paragraph that I just spoke that you have to underline?
Is that last sentence?
The last sentence, okay. Do you think the last sentence you have to underline? Okay.
I'm not sure how.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna make fun of you if you make a mistake.
Okay, last sentence.
I'm a
Let's make
teacher.
that you.
If I was a student, I will make fun of you, but I'm the teacher right now. So, you know, so the last sentence, which part do you think you need to underline and why? No, don't worry. Don't be nervous. All right. Yuemo, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. So, which part? What do you need to underline? You have to tell me in the last sentence you said. So, which part do you need to underline? It's okay. If you're having problems, I can help you if you want. So in the last sentence, does she look? Oh no, she's still there. In the last sentence, you said it means, but perhaps the best bit of all is that after every long bursting climb comes the thrill of bouncing downhill. So, okay, so they basically said that going uphill is very energetic and very exciting, and downhill is very relaxing. I mean, not relaxing. They said bouncing. So basically, it tells you how good riding a bicycle is, uphill and downhill. Does it say anything about being safe or being environmentally responsible?
No.
No. So do you need the other line?
No.
Exactly. All right. That's what we're trying to say. So there's nothing you need to underline here. It was clear from the start, but it's all right. It's all right. I'm just checking if everyone is alive or not. So okay, the second paragraph. Okay, hopefully this one's a bit better. Access is one of the most contagious issues around in the sport, with everyone from ramblers and horse riders to farmers and environmentalists wailing about the impact of mountain bikes on the countryside. However, if you're riding on the legally accessible trail, you have just as much right to be there as they do. The main thing, as with all outdoor sports, is to show consideration for others. Don't tear up behind workers or riders. Warn them of your approach and ride past slowly. As for erosion, try not to skid unnecessarily on wet grass and soil. Although independent research has shown that mountain bikes cause no more erosion than workers' boots and a good deal less than horses' hooves. Now, I myself don't know what erosion means, so I actually searched it up. Wait, I've already searched it up, but I forgot. So erosion basically means the process of being eroded. Okay, wait. It's basically called, how can I say that? I can say in Myanmar, it's called Taisa. In like geography, you know, Taisa, Lina Taisa, Yi Taisa, you know what, you now know, right? Okay. So that's basically what Russian means. So, okay, I made it clear. I think this paragraph is a bit larger, so I think I might need to give you time. Not sure. And if I will give you like 2 minutes. I can't give you forever because we're in a, presentation is crap. So I'll give
1
you
minute. 1 minute is enough, I think.
okay.
Too long.
It's all right. Don't pursue the students. I can read one more time.
Here's this giving student pressures. Hiya.
Okay, so by the look of that, like she's very, very confident and she has found something. I'm pretty sure she has. Okay, so I think I'm going to ask the person who I can't see the face fully. Tadao. She does. Tadao. It's okay. I know you're probably not ready, but okay, so tell me, is there any points that you have to underline in this paragraph?
I haven't done reading yet. So.
Oh, okay. It's all right. I will give you time. Don't worry. Don't close your mic though.
Okay. No, I muted because of the background noise.
I don't care. Just read.
Okay.
Being a teacher is actually quite nice, huh? Maybe that's why teachers usually bully students. It's quite fun, don't you think? I like how everyone closes the camera.
now you're making everyone close their camera, man.
I think I'm gonna be a terrible teacher because of this. Everyone, even teacher Rose closed her camera because she's so scared.
Actually,
Right. I think I should shut up. I'm disturbing Tadao. So Tadao, have you finished reading?
I have, but I don't know.
It's okay. You just have to say yes or no. Are there any points?
Yeah, I guess.
You guess? Okay, so give me 1 point. It doesn't need to be like the first one or last one. It's okay. Just a point that you think is suitable for this kind of summary.
The main thing as with all outdoor sports is to show considerations for others.
Okay, that's a good point. That's a good point.
And also the mountain bikes cause no more erosion than walkers' boots. The last.
Okay. So those are the 2 points. Are there any more?
I think.
Yeah. You think. Okay, so yeah. I think there are more points in here as well. I'm not sure if they're all, but I'll ask another person. So thank you, Danao. So next person.
I want you as my teacher.
What?
I don't like you as my teacher. This is so much pressure.
I mean, not. I mean, like it's all right. Okay, why is so pressure? Is it because I'm always like laughing and stuff, or is it because maybe because I give you less time? Because this is normally I have to give you like for the paragraph maybe like 5 or 10 minutes, but because it's only 1 minute, because I mean look at teacher, like it's already 12:30. I think she just stayed here just to hear explain. So I will shut up now. Let's move on. So then now you give points, but I think there are a few more, like 1 more left. So who should I ask? Ijamu. So Tandao said, oh, are you there? No.
Hey, choose the one with the camera on.
Okay, Cyan. I know he's dead.
What?
That's not his camera on, but I know he's dead. Don't worry. Don't worry, bro. I know. Don't be nervous. I'm not gonna bully you like the girls.
I mean, I'm not doing presentations, so I'm not nervous.
Yeah, it's all right. So the thing is, what Tandao said is that she said the main thing is with all the outdoor sport is to show consideration for others. That's one point. And she also said that in the final sentence, mountain bikes cause no more eruption than walker boots and good deal less than horse hoof. Those are the 2 points that she said. I'm not sure if they're incorrect or correct, but those are the points that she said. Are there any more points that you can find in this paragraph?
I think one them of your approach and ride past slowly.
Oh yeah. Okay, so that is let them pass. But the thing is, Ryan, I think Dadao already said that. Dadao said that you need to show consideration. You know, basically letting them pass is basically the same thing. I think that it's the same point, it just in a different sentence. So, you know, okay, I will remind you what you need to talk about is to be safe and be environmentally responsible. There's a big statement that has to do with environmental responsibility. It's very obvious, but I think you might have missed it. I'll give you a hint. For those who have finished, after this, I will not ask anyone. If you want to like read the other passage, you want, it's all right. No.
I'm not sure about this. I think it's gonna be like, if you're riding on a legally accessible trail, you have just as much right to be there as you do.
Okay, that's a good point. That's a very good point. Okay, so thank you. Do you have any more points, or do you think this is enough?
There could be more, but that's all I can find.
Okay, so thank you very much, Saya. You did well. I like that. Oh, okay. I know I'm being a bit too rude, but let's start with the first one. If you're riding on a legally accessible trail, you are just as right to be there. That's one point because you're being safe. If you're on a legal one, if you're on a legal street, or if you're on a legal trail, whatever the hell is it, you have the right to be there. If you're not on a legal right, yeah, you might get killed by a monkey. I don't know. So that's one thing about safety. The second one is showing consideration for others, letting them pass. And that's what Anao said, that is true. The third point, which no one talked about, is in the last, no, not the last sentence, but about the erosion. As for erosion, try not to skid unnecessarily on wet grass and soil. So the thing is, Dandao said that, but she said the wrong thing. She said, research shown that mountain bikes cause no more erosion than walker boots. Now that is a statement, that is true. That is a statement that mountain bikes are not as bad as, walker boots. But the thing is, it's not the point that we have to make for advice. This is not, we are trying to give advice on how to be safe and environmentally responsible, right? So just saying that mountain bikes are not as bad as these boots, that's not a kind of advice. That's just a statement. That's just a fact. So what we're trying to find is a advice that we could give to other people. So telling people not to skate unnecessarily and on wet grass and soil is an advice. So what that now said is not correct, unfortunately. So those are the 3 points that we found here. So let's continue to the next paragraph, all right? If you pass through gates, always close or fasten them behind you. Don't disturb livestock and make sure you always know where you're going, so you don't end up running through a field of crops after making a wrong turn. Make your route on the map before you set out and know how to read it, so it's easy to follow the trail. Okay. So this one is very small, but it has a lot of information, so I don't think it's necessarily that different. I'm gonna ask Nunota. You're the small one. It's all right. I'll give you time if you need. No?
No, I think so. Make sure you always know where you're going.
Okay, that's one point.
And you don't end up running through a field. Oh, no. Make your route on a map before you set out.
Make your route on a map. Okay, that's true. That's one point as well.
I think that's all.
Okay, do you think that's all? Okay. Is it all? Do you want to talk more? No.
Don't disturb livestock.
Don't disturb livestock. Yeah, I actually didn't do that. So I think it might be a point as well. So there's the livestock. Okay, good point.
Yeah, I think that's all.
Okay, that's all. I think you've say almost every single point in this paragraph. I think every single point. So you said not to wait. So basically, you said not to disturb livestock, know where you're going, and make a route basically. So these are all advice, and these are all good points. I think you forgot the first sentence. Pass through gates and always close the sentence behind you. Oh yeah. Okay, that's the point I think you missed. Other ones, I think you got all of them right there. Make sure you know all where you're going and don't want to write it. Yeah, this is, I think everything here is done. This paragraph is fully set. So thank you, Nonotet. That was brilliant. Okay, the final paragraph. Final paragraph. Who here I haven't asked? Okay, okay. So final paragraph said, everyone fall off at some point. A rock, a cliff, a fall. No, you don't fall off a cliff, all right? Don't worry. A rock, a pothole, or a tree root will catch you out eventually. So the golden rule is to wear a helmet. Always, always. It's also useful to carry a basic first aid kit and ask an expert advices. Don't stray too far out into the wells, just in case you do have an accident. Many of the more experienced riders who go up into the mountains of Scotland and the Lake District take mobile phones in case they come to grief in a remote area. You might agree that this will be a good occasion to have one. Okay. This is a bit longer, but they will have some good points. Very important points indeed.
Some of you are yelling, right? So make sure you choose one. You choose the.
Oh.
Some of them are getting sleepy.
Oh yeah. Because some are getting sleepy. But I've already asked Saihan. I can't ask you. I can't ask William. I have Nonotet now. Mo. Niji, she's dead. Oh, someone left. Asia Mo, she's dead. So that'll just leave us with, of course, only volunteer Memia No Kin. Yes, that's your name. Sorry. Memia No Kin. It's all right. I will give you time.
No, I don't need time. Also, the main point is
I like that confidence. Come on.
golden rule is to wear a helmet, and another sentence to carry a basic first aid kit, and don't stray too far out into the wilds. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, so those way too far. Wow. Okay, you got almost all of them correct as well. So that's very, very nice. Thank you, maybe I know Ken. I did find one more point though, just one more. No, I'm not gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask one of the dead people. Mo and Neji Dabai, I think she has the bad connection. So Mo, are you there?
I have bad connection.
Oh, okay. So sorry. Yeah, you can go to be there again. So okay, I'll just say by myself now. I think everyone here wants to kill themselves because of me. So the last point I found is in the last sentence. The strict take mobile phones in case they come to grief in a remote area. You might agree that this will be a good occasion to have one. So taking mobile phones might be a good point for your safety as well. So that's all the points. I have points that you didn't find. You guys found points that I didn't too. So it's very equal. Thank you everyone for volunteering. Let's move on to stage 3 and 4, which actually teacher said don't do. It's not necessarily that bad. Basically, since the question said we have to give advice on being safe and environmentally responsible, those are two separate stuff, right? So we have to make 2 columns for each of these. So for being safe, for your own safety, that's one column. And for being environmentally responsible, that's another column. So let's just say for being safe, okay, you know what? Let's try this. The first one, everyone, not just a person. I want everyone to answer, so it will be a bit more thing. So the first point, you're writing on a legally accessible. What?
We have to enter again. Teacher Rose doesn't ask us like those kind of many questions. Why you guys?
I mean, look, not all teachers are the same. Do you know that?
You.
Some are bad, some are good. I may be bad, but I don't know.
Maybe you guys are a bad teacher. Not a good one, I'm sure.
Why, guys? You guys. Why, guys? Only Elvin.
So
I didn't ask
you
any
better, okay, and others, you better, report to
Principal.
Gao for the bad
So please
teachers.
cut off his salary.
1 star rating.
Yeah, start rating. 1 star rating. Okay. I understand why you hate it. And that's why I told you I'm not a good teacher. And now you know why I'm not a good teacher.
Why don't you just explain it?
I don't want that. It's boring. I want people to suffer. It's fun. Anyway, so this one, it's not that there's no pressure behind these questions. You all have to answer. Ask you a question. I haven't even asked you what kind of question, right? I haven't even told you what to do. And you're just like, you so okay. I will ask a question now. You have to say is it for the safety or is it for the environment? You just have to choose one of these.
Yes or no, right? Yes or no.
Yeah, just like yes or no. It's just that, right? You don't need to find any more points. Don't worry.
Just listen to it.
Okay, so first one. If you're riding on a legally accessible trail, you just have as much right as they do. Is that for safety or environmental?
Safety.
Correct. Come on. It's science is the only person alive here. He doesn't even have a camera. I'll stop clapping. And I'll stop clapping. Oh, why is there? Okay, I can only see your forehead. Okay, whatever. Okay,
Because I'm melting out of boredom.
Melting out of boredom. Okay, then I will ask every single question to you then. And I'll open your mic.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Why no? You guys just close the mic. Teacher, this is teacher abusement. Teacher. Students are not obeying what I'm trying to say.
That's it. The students' demonstration, right?
That's a demonstration. This is what democracy means, right? Okay. So to show consideration for others, that's safety. I don't think there's anything for environment. Try not to skate unnecessarily on wet grass and swell. That is very obvious. That's for the environmental responsibility. Passing through gates and fastening them behind you, safety. And of course, don't end up riding a field of crabs. Make sure where you're going. That's for environmental. Okay, so that I think everyone knows this. I think everyone can decide which one is right, which one is that, right? So I'm not gonna go through every single sentence anymore. Basically, you have to make 2 columns for this. So why? Okay, don't forget. Basically, you have to make 2 columns of this.
Why you don't ask to William and Sidu?
Because they're my assistants.
We already know.
Yeah, you better discuss. Why not you discuss with your assistants?
Oh, because assistants is to control the classroom. Basically, they basically do stuff for me that I don't want to do. So if
all
I want,
they do is stare at the screen.
Okay, what?
Especially William, he just stare at the screen. Like Kelsey to at least say something.
He make a PowerPoint of this, so he's fine. William, yeah, he may be a bit lagging. So maybe you know what? Fine. If you guys really want that, then sure, I can make William suffer. He's my assistant after all. So William, open your mic, please, just to demonstrate our fellow students how to basically be a good teacher, right? William, don't just open your mic.
Yeah.
So no. So what I was saying, like, so I'm just gonna ask you what I asked them. I will give a sentence, I will give a point, and you have to say if it's for the environment or for the safety. All right? Do you understand? Okay.
Yes,
okay. So there's not much left. So here we go.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Not okay. Okay. Wait. So making a route on your map before you set out, is it for safety or environment?
Sorry, can you please repeat again?
Marking your route on the map before you set out. Is it for environment or safety?
Probably environment. That's true.
I will say that.
I think it's for safety though.
Oh, it's safety.
It is safety. Okay,
Yeah.
I will answer other questions.
I think it's for safety as well because
If you don't make a route for the for your plus trip, and then you will lose.
yeah, you will get lost basically.
Yeah.
I think that's for your own safety, right? You see that Yeah, that's why I don't use assistants. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. Sorry, William, don't feel bad. I'm just kidding, all right?
Okay, so can you give a next step?
Okay,
Next
okay.
point.
On that, okay, so the next point is stage 4. I think that I'll have explained it in like 10 different languages, so I'm not gonna explain it thoroughly anymore. Is to rewrite these sentences in your own sentences. I think I don't need to explain that. For example, if you are writing on a legally accessible trail, you just have much right to be there. You don't have to write that. You have to write like you're giving advice to someone. Let's just say, for example, just change this sentence. If you're writing on the legal accessible trail, just say bikers should always ride on. I saw Mimiano guy's face and I was very disappointed. And she just like look at me disgust, like, this teacher is so annoying. So basically, if you are writing on a legally accessible trail, you just have much right to be there as they do. We change that sentence into, instead of like saying in the paragraph, you had to give advice to someone. So bikers should always ride on legally accessible trails or something like that, or legal trails. For example, the main thing is with all outdoor sport is to show consideration for others. So instead of writing that, you're giving advice to always show consideration for other people when you're riding a bike.
So let's go to the stage 5. You took too long.
I see you were laughing, so yeah, I told
Over 10 minutes now.
Oh yeah, over 10 minutes now. So that's why I told you more than 10 minutes. Shows you do.
So let's go to stage 5.
Yeah, that's the reason why. I think you guys understand this, right? Do you understand this or not? You all say yes because you want to get out of this class, right? If you do that, I will take longer time, make you suffer more. Don't wave me down. I'm not even finished yet.
We're done, bro.
So if all the
Sorry, Robert. Okay, go.
Very harmony. Okay, very harmony.
So you can ask the questions after the stage
No
5.
questions, please. I'm dead already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll move on. I'll give Williams in the next one. I will just have one more sentence. If you don't understand any of these, you can go to page 251 where they make like a column and they make all the points that they make. Okay.
Okay, very good, teacher.
So the next one, I'll stop talking. Don't worry. The next one is stage 5. William will talk. I will disappear now. All right. Goodbye.
Okay. Bye. I'm gonna explain
finally. And now.
Yeah. Can I explain? I'm gonna explain about stage 5.
You know. Look at your nose.
Oh, goodness. First, you have to remember this summary as for a paragraph giving advice. You must check how many words you have to write. In other words, you have one line for each point. Please avoid the advice phrases. When you include the advice phrases, you might have too many words. You may have to join ideas. If you haven't noted advice phrases, you can go and check section 2 in unit 2 on the friendly letter. There are many phrases to choose from. Try to choose which are formal ones and have not been used in the test. Let me explain some examples. Basically, the most important best main things is to remember whatever happens, whatever you do. Another one is trying you should out to. Yeah, that's all. Thank you for your attention.
Today we learned that I'm a terrible teacher. I think you guys were kidding. You guys might think I was kidding when I said I was a terrible.
Now you can sympathize to what the teacher's experience.
No, I'm not. I think that being a teacher is actually quite nice. I just feel bad for the people.
Now I know who is a good teacher and who is bad.
Yeah. I think that will be a good teacher.
Okay, so is there any question for those 4 summaries? Not yet, right? Okay, so let's move on to page number 171. Okay, you don't need to read, okay? I realize that and I sympathize you. Only just you have to highlight it. Because you have met a tough teacher, right? You met with a tough teacher.
I mean, like, I
Too
thought
much pressure.
people are saying, like, oh, wait, did you guys get bored there? Maybe I know said she got bored. I mean, I don't think so. At
I
least
didn't say that.
what? You said it. I heard. When I was about to end, I was getting so bored. I heard it. Don't lie. I'm not gonna do anything anymore. I'm not even your teacher anymore.
No.
Yeah. But whatever it is, thank you, Elvin. But you know, when I saw you and then I feel myself. Okay, so Elvin is like acting mine, or I have to check myself again. Okay, so what a lovely, you know, play. Is a lovely play, right? So now let's start from page number 171. That's it, you know, when you do listening, okay, when you do listening, you need what you need to do. These are the how should I say? These are the points that you should be careful when you do listening. Okay, so let's start from part 1. Okay, but you should know about some knowledge of listening. This listening passage. Yep, are you okay? Yeah. So this listening passage in the exam paper in paper 3 for core and paper 4 for extended. Both paper consist of 3 parts, right? And involve listening to 6 short tests and 4 long passages. So it will last for 30 minutes for paper 3 core and 45 minutes for extended paper 4. So when you do listening, you have to write your answer in a question paper and then you have to answer in pen. Okay, that you should know that. You can write down anything you like at any time during the exam. So there are blank pages at the back of the question booklet and you should use these for ref work. Okay, if you want to use like a, you know, raw, so you can use it. And any rough notes you make should be crossed through with 1 diagonal lines at the end of the exam. Okay, so if you're done, you have to draw a diagonal lines at the, you know, so for the ref, for the raw one. And spelling mistakes are not penalized. Okay, spelling mistakes are not acceptable. And then unless the mistake produce a word with a different meaning, which is not appropriate, right? Because if you make spelling mistakes, so it can change another meaning. That's why it's not acceptable. For part 1, okay, can you please underline 6 short spoken tests? Okay, in part 1 you will hear, so you have to highlight 6 short spoken tests, and then next one is write down a string of numbers as you hear. Okay, write down a string of numbers as you hear, and then next one is distinguish between words such as one and where. Okay, distinguish between words such as one and where. Yep, and then next paragraph. These questions test your understanding of very basic vocabulary. Okay, for part 1, you are asked for basic vocabulary and involve answering WH question. Please highlight that. Okay, part 1, and then the last one. Part 1 requires very brief answer. You better highlight brief answer. Okay, so when you answer for part 1 listening, you need to answer only just brief answer. And often one word is needed. Sometimes you need to answer only just one word. Okay, now page number 172. You know, if you see 2 points, you know, behind the question, you have to answer just 2 points like that. because one answer is 1 point, right? So if you are given 2 points, you have to realize that you need to answer 2 points, okay? And next one is answering the questions. Number 1, skim read the questions and underline keywords. You have to skim reading the questions and you have to underline keywords. So here the example number 1, Carlos needs some petrol for his car. How much will it cost him per liter? Okay, so here, how much is the important one? Cost is also important one, and per liter is also important one. So this is the example. When you do listening, before before the audio started, you may have some time. Okay, maybe about 2 or 3 minutes. So at the time, just please don't just sit down and waiting for the audio. You have to read the questions and then underline the keywords in the questions, right? This is just like that. Number 2, that is number 1, right? Skim read the questions, underline keywords. Number 2, when you have skim read the question and underline keywords, read the question 1 again. Okay, that is number 2. After you have read the question, you have to read question 1 again. Then 3, listen to the spoken sentence. Okay, 4, the second time, check your answer. And move on to read the next question. If you are sure for the answer at the first time, right? So in the listening, you will hear 2 times, right? If you are sure for the first time, your answer is correct. So at the time, you can move on to read next question. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it today.
Thank you so much, dear.
Yeah, thank you so much for new teachers. That you did a great job.
I also want to give Evan one so.
Yeah, because you
not gonna lie, it's a lot of fun than normal what's called
yeah.
presentation, because it's like make other people suffer.
Alvin can be a good teacher if he give us enough time. He doesn't give us enough time and keep pressuring us.
It's because of the teacher also
the
have
pressure, right?
Yeah.
Yes, the pressure. But how you explain and how you like talk about everything is perfect. Just the pressure.
Yeah, because if I give you like 10 minutes, it will always be like 3:30 by now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
that's because of
I mean, like I'm glad that you're speaking like that. But
Okay.
maybe no still seem unimpressed. I don't blame her,
Okay, so bye-bye.
Bye, Chair.
Bye, Chair.
Thank you, Chair.
Yeah, see you on Friday.
Thank you, goodbye.
Okay.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
Professor Elvin.